Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Aman Charanya, a small town boy chasing the big dreams, and I have recently got an All India rank 63 in INICET May 2025. Currently, I'm doing my residency in medicine at AIIMS Delhi. In this video, we are going to talk about NEET PG is over. What next? First of all, congratulations for going through one of the most competitive exam in India, that is NEET PG. Almost 2.5 lakh people competes for it, and the number keep increasing every single year. So you must have gone through a lot of things like postponement ka anxiety, a lot of anxiety of preparation, how exam will be going, and then adrenaline rush during the exams, and then post exam answer key checking and everything, and then finally the rank. And believe me, I have been through this not once but twice. So moving on to talking about now, almost all of you having a rank. So let's talk about what the next things will be coming. So now there are let's broadly divide the people into three category based on the rank they have. So first is the people will be getting the branch of their choice at the rank. Second is they might be getting a seat but not of the choice, that is not a branch that they have been wanting. And the third one is mostly won't be getting any seat at their rank that they have, right? Because obviously only half of the people would have been eligible and half will not even be eligible for counseling, and that's all right. So for those who are getting the branch of choice, I have got few messages that if they are getting DNB, should they take it or not. So last year many of my batchmates have taken DNB radiology even at the rank between around 1k to 2k, that is 1000 to 2000. So it's not necessary that you have to wait until you get a seat in MD, because even talking about, obviously MD has it has its own pros and cons, whereas the DNB has its own pros and cons. So if you are getting a DNB institute, you should go and check what is the exposure and training, what is the kind of academics that you might get along with it, and the infrastructure and the modalities available. Mostly for non-surgical branches, DNB can be a good option. Surgical branches, there is some problem with the cutting and hands-on, so people don't prefer that much surgical residencies in DNB. But as far as medical branches are concerned, DNB sometimes is not as bad as choice as people often thinks, because if you are going to do DM after your DNB, so you will again be giving one more exam, and you will be having an equal opportunity to get into the DM institute, which might be a better institute than you are getting right now, because you have done whatever you could have, but whatever rank it is now, you have to think and you have to choose wisely and not just based on the stereotypes. Also, they won't be bond if you are doing DNB. With MD, it has its own advantage. It's so I am not getting into the MD because obviously you must be knowing about it, but just touching upon it, that you have to think wisely and not just think that if I'm not getting MD, that I should try again. So that is my opinion in it. So the second is group where people might be getting a branch but not of their choice, right? So I have been there. So in November I had gotten rank of 422. So at this rank I was getting peds, derma, psyche, and most of the branches apart from medicine and radio. So I will be talking how and what factors did I decided to drop. So see, if you now at this point you have two options: either choose what are you getting, or to take one more attempt at it and see whether you can improve of what you are going to get. So there are two valid arguments at this point, that if you are going to practice a branch of, assuming you are 24 to 25 right now, and you will be practicing it till by 55 or 65, that is next 30 to 40 years of your life. So if you give one more year to get a branch of your choice, it's not a bad thing at all, right? And but at the same time, the second argument is, if you are already given 2 to 3 attempts with all the things that you could have done, and you have already given the best that you could have given, it's better to get a seat of whatever you are getting and settle with it, because it's not like that that with medicine and radio you can get the success, or you can get every things. Every branch has its own opportunities. If you go there and work hard and identify the opportunities, that even that branch that you are getting might give something good out of it, and you might be able to carve a different career out of it, because in the next 10 to 20 year branches would be evolving. The things that are very trending right now might get changed. So that is another argument. So roughly talking, you should think about, if it was your first attempt just out of internship, you probably can give one more attempt if you're not getting what you always wanted to do. So this is first. Second is, ask yourself whether it was your best attempt, that you have given everything that you could have given. Are you satisfied with what you have read and perform in your exam, whether or was it just a bad exam day and you could do much better than this. And third is, ask whether you have the resources for the drop, because do you have that energy, money and time, because this is very personal for everyone and it is different for everyone. So ask yourself whether you can have you all these things and you can go for it one more again. So I had 422 rank, but that was my first attempt and I had never appeared for NEET. So I decided to give myself one more chance, because even if at the rank double, that is even if I got 800 rank from 400, I would have I will have an opportunity to do medicine through NEET. So that's how I decided. And if I go for NEET, I knew that I will get two more things, that is I would get INI May as well as NEET. So that is how it is. So if someone decides to drop, they will be getting 3 attempts, one at NEET and 2 more attempts at INI, right? So this is how you have to think, and all this and you have to try to maximize your chance by trying to do or give best if you try to drop. And for someone who is not getting a seat at all, you definitely will have to prepare again, either along with the doing your bond or MOship or JRship. And it's not wrong, it's alright, because obviously 2.5 lakh people are appearing and everyone will not get a seat, and it's okay. Everything will fall into place when the time is right. Even I had failed in my medicine, and at that time I used to feel like everything is over, but it's not. If you keep working, if you try to give your best and being honest with yourself while you are working, you definitely will reach where you deserve to reach. So it's not like if your one attempt have not gone well, everything is over. So now let's talk about November INI, golden opportunity lying ahead. So for someone who are already getting a seat of their choice, first of all, I would like to tell you that it's a very very big achievement if you are getting the branch of your choice, no matter what institute. I'm not trying to make or feel you like if you're not getting Central Institute it's a waste of time. It does not matter. If you're getting the branch of your institute, then there's so much of opportunity lying ahead of you to do good in you. But at the same time, if you are getting a chance to take one more shot at November INI, you should definitely take it, because right now my immediate seniors who had a very good rank in NEET again went for November INI, and they have a rank that led them to get into Central Institute. So I'm not just telling based on my thoughts, but it is something that people have already done. From getting a rank in, like someone from people around 3K have get into the 2-digit and 3-digit rank, and have got AIIMS Delhi as well. So there lies a golden opportunity for someone who are already a rank between 8 to 10K. They can land up a clinical branch in the Central Institute. The competition will die out. Obviously it won't die out totally, but it will definitely dilute compared to NEET. Somewhere 80K to 1 lakh people will appear for this exam compared to 2.5 lakh people for NEET. You guys have already given 2 attempts, so you already know the time management, what is asked, what is more important, how to go through exam, and what all is required to go through an exam. So you are more mature right now to appear for exam. So this will be your third attempt, which will be a better attempt, I would say. You just need to revise and polish what you already know. Just give few GTs and you will be good to go. Just there is nothing to lose, right? You already have a branch in your hand. Even if you don't get something through INI, it's alright, because you already have a branch. And if you don't want to do it, it's alright. But I'm just giving you a thought, or putting a thought in your brain, that this opportunity does exist for you. And you will be less stressed, obviously, because now you already have a branch. So it's not like your life depends on it, or your career depends on or your path ahead depends just on this INI. So even if you don't get a branch, you already have something through NEET. And for someone who are planning to repeat, this will so you guys have to plan something like November INI, May INI, and NEET. Now this might get aage piche, but probably this will how it will appear. This November INI, May INI, and then NEET, right? So this should be your intermediate target. Like from whatever rank you have to improve in November INI, and then you have to improve from November to May next in the next one, and then to improve in the next NEET. So you should just not think like कि मैं पूरा सब जाके NEET में ही perform करूँगा, because this is not how it works. You have to have the goals and targets that should be a small steps of improvement, and that's how you will improve. You cannot directly go from like 1 lakh rank or 70,000 to 1,000. You from 70,000 you just try to improve to 30 40,000, and then to within 20k, and then to within 5k or 10k. So that is how you have to prepare. If you have intermediate goals and targets, so it will give you motivation to work, and there will be a momentum. Obviously take a short break before you start and get into it, and it will give you a real exam experience, which is worth much more than anything anything, with obviously a low risk, because obviously you will be planning to give NEET, that this is my main target. Obviously, because INI will have definitely a very less number of clinical seats, so that is there. So there is nothing to lose, right? So even if you go there and play it out with even like 8 to 10 subjects prepared totally, even it's fine, but there is some kind of progress. You definitely have a safe backup plan in form of NEET. So November INI is just like a experience thing, or you can just experience whatever, or experiment as well, like if you want to, whatever you want to do. And if your luck plays out really well, you might end up your drop early, like you might get into November. Usually few of my seniors even have got into psyche and pediatrics through November, and those who had rank of like 10k 15k have got into this institute in November after giving the November attempt. So all these things is definitely possible if you think and work in a right manner, right? And it will boost. And if not anything, even if you end up with a rank that is good enough but not good enough to get you a seat, it will definitely boost your confidence, as it does mine, because I had 422 in November INI, and then it improved to 63 in May INI. So everything ultimately is a progress if you see it in the right manner. So if you stay optimistic and just plan your journey ahead in a positive manner, then things might work out in your way. So that is it from my end, and thank you so much for tuning in.